Picture this. You've been married for 10 amazing years, but lately it feels like you're living with a stranger who just happens to share your bed. That's exactly how I felt. Until one ordinary Tuesday changed everything. My name is Ethan, I'm 33 years old, and I've been married to my incredible wife Lauren for a whole decade. We've built a beautiful life together in Charlotte, North Carolina. Full of inside jokes, lazy Sunday mornings, and memories that still make me smile. But these past few months, something shifted. Lauren started drowning in work. Late nights at the office in downtown Raleigh became the norm. Dinner plans? Constantly canceled. Texts like "running late again, don't wait up" became our new love language. I tried to be the understanding husband, really I did, but deep down that little voice kept whispering, "Are we drifting apart for good?" Then one Tuesday morning at 10 a.m., another text lit up my phone. "Ethan, I'll be stuck at the office late tonight. Go ahead and eat without me. Love you." My stomach dropped. Not angry, just empty. That's when a crazy impulsive idea hit me like lightning. What if, instead of sitting home feeling sorry for myself, I turned this lonely night into something unforgettable? I didn't want to send flowers, too predictable. I didn't want to buy jewelry, too expensive and impersonal. I wanted to do something that said, "I see you. I'm still here. And I still choose you every single day." So I decided to bring dinner to her office. Not takeout, real homemade, cooked with love dinner, still steaming in the containers. I raced home, rolled up my sleeves, and got to work. Fresh asparagus, perfectly seared steak, garlic mashed potatoes, and her favorite chocolate mousse for dessert. Every chop of the knife, every stir of the sauce felt like I was pouring 10 years of love into that meal. I even set the dining table for two at home first, just to practice, just to feel what it would be like when we finally sat down together again. By the time I packed everything up, my hands were trembling. Not from exhaustion, but from pure hope. The drive to her office felt like it took forever. But finally I pulled into the parking garage on Tryon Street. Through the big glass windows on the 12th floor I could see her. Head down, totally focused, glowing under the screen light like the most beautiful woman in the world. Taking a deep breath, I grabbed the warm bags and walked in. The office was quiet, most people already gone for the day. I walked softly across the marble floor, heart pounding louder with every step. Part of me felt ridiculous. What if she was annoyed? What if she was in the middle of something important? But then she glanced up, and her eyes locked on mine. "Ethan," she said, almost whispering, like she couldn't believe I was really standing there. I smiled, trying to play it cool even though my heart was about to explode. "Hey babe, thought you might be hungry." I set the containers on her desk, and the smell of home-cooked food filled the sterile office air. Her face softened in a way I hadn't seen in months. For a split second, she wasn't the overworked project manager. She was my Lauren again, the girl I fell in love with. "You cooked all this? For me?" she asked, voice cracking just a little. I nodded. "I missed you. And I figured work can wait 5 minutes while you eat something made with love." She laughed. That real bubbly laugh I'd been starving to hear. And pulled a plastic fork from her drawer like a kid on Christmas morning. The second she took a bite, her eyes closed and she let out the happiest little "mm." And just like that, the spreadsheets disappeared. The emails stopped mattering. It was only us again, laughing, talking, stealing bites off each other's forks right there at her desk. She looked at me with tears shining in her eyes and said, "Ethan, I've missed this so much. I didn't even realize how much until right now." I reached for her hand. "We've both been crazy busy. But we're still us, Lore. That still means everything." We stayed there for almost an hour, swapping stories, complaining about annoying clients, laughing over the little things we used to talk about every single night. When she told me about the printer that jammed 4 times that morning, we laughed until we cried. Before I left, she stood up, wrapped her arms around me and whispered, "Thank you. I didn't know how much I needed you like this." We walked out of the building hand in hand under the glowing Charlotte skyline. The city felt warmer, the air felt lighter, and for the first time in months, the future felt bright again. Because here's what I learned that night. Love isn't always the grand, movie-style moment. Sometimes it's just showing up with a homemade dinner when life tries to pull you apart. Sometimes it's choosing, every single day, to remind the person you love most that they're still your favorite part of this crazy world. That one little surprise didn't fix everything overnight, But it reminded us both that no matter how loud life gets, we can always find our way back to each other. And honestly, that's more than enough. So if you're watching this and you've been feeling distant from someone you love, do something small today. Send the text, make the call, cook the dinner, because those little moments, they're the ones that save us. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please hit like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more real-life love stories. I love you guys. See you in the next one.